the future of co-working spaces? Will it be a central thing of the future?
I actually don't think it will be a central thing of the future. I think it will be extremely important feature in the lives of a very particular segment of society and segment of the economy that's been called the creative class by professors, so on. But we shouldn't be naive in thinking that everyone will be working in a shared working space or a co-working space in the future. That just doesn't work for an economy as a whole. But in places like Paris or London or Mumbai or Shanghai, where the creative economy and the need to innovate and create is very important, co-working spaces will be central to those parts of the economy.
So do you think it's a key thing in how the economy will evolve?
I do think it's a key thing. I mean, we shouldn't overstress how it applies to the realities of people. I mean, in this economic crisis, people need jobs, and people need lots of jobs. And the co-working model is not going to create the millions of jobs that are needed to put people back in work. But for a specific set of activities, whether you're in social business or in the creative field or in the nonprofit field, it will become much more central. And I think it can be a catalyst for a lot of great ideas and a lot of great projects in that sector. It's not going to put millions of people back in work. So one of the things that I think is very important to create a better urban world is to rethink our relationship to space. So to get from one end of the greater Paris to the other end is almost impossible to do in a day.
You're talking about where?
Paris, the greater Paris. And if you're in Sao Paulo or Mumbai or Shenzhen, forget it. You cannot cross the city in one day. It's just too big now. So one of the things I like about La Mutinerie is that it forces us to rethink our connection to a place. And it forces us to rethink our connection to what an office is or what work is. And I think the future will be better when we kind of integrate our work and our family life and our friendships into a more sort of cohesive whole. And I find La Mutinerie is a nice working environment because it's very it integrates all of those dimensions into a very human place. There will no longer be the company, and the company office will no longer have a central role it had 10, 20, 30, 50 years ago in the city of the future. It's just not possible. You cannot get your employees to all converge on one office tower somewhere. It just will not be possible anymore. So co-working and smart working is the future of the city. It's not the only future for the city, but it is a future. And it forces us to rethink how we create, how we work, how we live together during the day, which is very important. And I think this more human face of work also creates a more human economy.